Good morning. So we'll start a new chapter. Rather we can say it's the continuation of trigonometry what we had done. Some applications of trigonometry session 1. So when we talk about some applications of trigonometry, this is actually where we apply the trigonometric ratios, angles, what we have learnt and how practically we are going to use it. Rather generally this lesson is also called as height and distance. Height and distance because when we talk about applications of trigonometry, it is used to find heights of a building compared to a other building, right? So when we have one building and a tower, so when we can compare its height, how tall is the building, so you will get some types of applicational sums in this chapter. Before we go, we need to understand few terms here, that is line of sight, angle of elevation and angle of depression. In simple terms, if I have to explain you first and then we go with the definition. Now line of sight. Now assume that you are standing on the ground, right? And when I talk about you are standing on the ground, of course, if you are standing with respect to your height to this height, but still, line of sight is a line which is perpendicular with respect to the ground, right? Or we can say that it is the line drawn from the eye of the observer to the point what it is viewed. Now this is eye of the observer to a line. Straight line what I draw with respect to the ground is always called as line of sight. Now standing here you have to look at the sun. For example, if I am standing here, if I have to look at the sun. So what is my line of sight? This is my line of sight with respect to ground. This is the observer here if I am standing here. So this should be my line of sight. We always consider line of sight as a straight line to the ground. Okay. If I have to observe the sun, look at the sun. So if I look straight, will I be able to see the sun? No. I have to elevate. Elevate in the sense look up, right? I have to look up to a particular angle to look at the sun. So assuming that the sun is with respect to, if I consider if the sun is here, this is perpendicular with respect to ground here and observer is looking at the sun, that means is raising his head to look at something, elevate. We say to elevate your legs and sleep sometimes, right? That is to you elevate it. So the angle of elevation which is formed while the angle made by an observer when elevated to look at the sun is called as angle of elevation. In definition, sun will not come, but I am giving an example to you, right? So next is angle of depression. Now assume that you are standing on a bridge and you have to look at the boat which is sailing under the sea or boat which is sailing under the river there. So when you see a boat, what you have to see? You have to see down. Observer has to see down and that is with respect to perpendicular, this here line what we draw. So you have to see down. The angle made by the observer to look down is called as angle of depression. Angle of depression is always equal to the angle of elevation because they are parallel and they form an alternate angle. So these two things what we have to know here in this chapter, rather three things: line of sight, angle of elevation and angle of depression. Now simple thing what you have to do here children is, this is given in your book. Go to the last page of this chapter. Only one exercise what we have. We have summary. Line of sight is a line drawn from the eye of an observer to the point in the object viewed by the observer. Angle of elevation is the object viewed is an angle formed by the line of sight with a horizontal when it is above the horizontal level. That is the case when we raise our head to look at the object. Angle of depression of an object is viewed is an angle formed by the line of sight with horizontal when it is below the horizontal level. That is the case when we lower our head to look at the object. They have given one more point. The height or length of an object of a distance between two objects can be determined with the help of trigonometric ratios. Third point I want you all to write here is angle of elevation is always equal to angle of depression. Please mention this point. I repeat, angle of elevation is always equal to angle of depression. After that what you do is just to draw one right angle triangle. Right? You can just mention this as line of sight. You mention this as theta and give this as angle of elevation. With respect to that, a perpendicular line is drawn. This is an observer. This point is an observer. Angle of elevation, angle of depression. Yeah, mention that. That's more than enough to understand, right? So the first basic what you have to write, you know now. First point, under that we have 3. Then second point is given. Third point, please write that angle of elevation is always equal to angle of depression. Quickly we'll start with the numericals. Only one exercise what we have here, but a very important chapter, what I must say. Here the only thing is you have to know what is the figure. If you understand the figure, if you draw it correctly, then your sums are done correctly. Exercise first one. A circus artist is climbing 20-meter rope. Now always one thing remember, children. When I say somebody is climbing the ladder, don't assume the ladder is this. This is always the ladder. Okay? Always remember that. Rope, when we talk about, this is not the rope. This is the rope. Few things what we have to always know. So, the figure is given, then well and good, very easy enough to do it. A circus artist is climbing a 20-meter rope. As in when we read, we have to go with the figure here. A circus artist is climbing a 20-meter rope which is tied and stretched, tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to ground. That means we have a vertical pole. So this is AB, is the vertical pole tied and stretched to the ground. So what is that? 20 meter. If the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degree, of course this will be 90 always. So this is 30, angle made by the rope. See, how do you know this is 30? If the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30, right? What we have to find? Find the height of the pole. This is what we have to find here. Before that, we need to always mention in the figure it is, but we should know what is what. Let AB is equal to H, that is equal to height of the pole. Then AC is equal to 20 meter, which is nothing but length of the rope. Then theta is equal to 30 degree. Now the question comes here, which sine ratio to use? Because we know sine, we know cos, we know tan, we know cot. Majority of the sums are with tan. There are also few sums with sine and cos depending upon the given values. Now see here. This is 30. So this will be the opposite. Yeah, this is again known, very important. So this is hypotenuse fixed and this is adjacent. Now what you have to find, what do you want from the question? You want the height of the pole, right? That means you want opposite side. With respect to what is given, you have to first search. Opposite is given, height, opposite you have to find out, hypotenuse is given. A sine ratio, which trigonometric ratio will give you an answer for opposite with respect to hypotenuse? This is sine ratio or cosec ratio. Reciprocals we don't use it here. We can use, but why do you want to go for reciprocal when the actual trigonometric ratio can be used? So in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90. Compulsorily these things, what I have written, these are the compulsory statements. You can just say. Sine 30, you should be perfect with the angles also, is equal to, right, opposite by hypotenuse. What is your opposite here? AB upon AC. What is sine 30? 1 by 2. Opposite AB is H divided by 2. So H is equal to 20 by 2. Height is equal to 10 meter. It's a verbal sum. Therefore, the height of the pole is 10 meter. Conclusion is must and should what you have to give. Very clear about this? Okay. We'll go with the next sum. Conclusion is very important. Please write the height of the pole is 10 meter. Look at the next sum now. A tree breaks due to storm and the broken part bends so that, okay, a tree breaks due to storm. So let me consider this is the tree. So according to this is, we'll name it later. A tree breaks due to storm and the broken part, this part breaks, you think. And assume that this tree is there, it broke. The broken part touches the ground. What will happen to broken part? See here, the broken part, if I can show you here, is actually touching. How? It will fall and it will fall like this, touches the ground like this, right? So this part actually touches the ground. This part falls and touches the ground according to them. Touches the ground, making an angle 30 with it, this one. The distance between the foot of the tree, this is tree. This is foot of the tree, this is the top of, this was top but this became top. Now this was the top of the tree, right? With touched down here. Got it now? This was a tree. Foot of the tree, this was top of the tree. This broke and this came down and touching the ground. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meter. Which is 8 meter? This is 8 meter. Find the height of the tree. The whole height of the tree is to be found out. Let's just name this A, B, C and D I will name. Now be very careful in writing what you have to write. Let BD be the height of the tree. Then AC is the broken part of the tree. Therefore, AC is equal to AD. Right? That's all. Then one more point you can just mention. BC is equal to 8 meter and theta is equal to 30 degree. Let me first write down. This is opposite, hypotenuse and adjacent. What all you want here? You want here opposite also, you want hypotenuse also. So both are required. So with respect to that, anything. To find opposite first with respect to, anyhow we have this adjacent and opposite we have to find. First let us find the opposite part with respect to adjacent. Opposite and adjacent, opposite you have to find, adjacent is given. Which is the best known ratio to find? Tan I can use, cot also I can use. Tan is opposite by adjacent. So shall I use tan here? Yes. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90. So tan 30 is equal to opposite by adjacent. I think by now your trigonometric ratios and angles should be perfectly done. Opposite is AB, adjacent is BC. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Opposite is how much? We have to find, that is AB. Adjacent is what? 8. So AB is equal to 8 by root 3. Meter they have given? Yes, meter. Actually children, we are not supposed to keep any answer in terms of root. We know that. But this is not the final answer, right? Did you arrive at the final answer? Did you finally find the height of the tree? Found it? No. That means you are still in the beginning stage. In the beginning stage, you can keep it like this. Once you arrive finally, do not keep the final answer in terms of a surd, that is a root, right? Here it is still a beginning. You are finding part by part to join that and make the final. Keep this as it is. Don't do any changes with this, right? We found out now AB. Now I know adjacent. Now I know opposite. I want to find hypotenuse. So what will give me adjacent by hypotenuse or what will give me opposite by hypotenuse? It is up to you. You can find out anything. So which trigonometric ratio do you want to use? That you have to find out. Again in the same triangle only. I will not write it again. Opposite is known to me. Now I have to find the hypotenuse. You can either say that sine 30 is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, or you can say cos 30 is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. Anything. Okay. So which one do you want now? We will use the same triangle. Cos 30 is equal to adjacent upon hypotenuse. Can I use this? Yes, I can use. So what is adjacent? BC divided by AC. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Adjacent is how much? 8. Hypotenuse is AC. So cross multiply with this here. AC is equal to 8 into 2 divided by root 3. AC is equal to 16 root 3. Meter. We know that AC is equal to AD. That is equal to 16 root 3 meter. Why? We have already written that is the broken part of the tree. Right? This part. Now, height of the tree. That is equal to BD. So, how do you write BD? You write AB plus AD. What is AB? 8 root 3. Plus, what is AD? 16 root 3. 16 plus 8, 24 root 3. Now do the final answer because root 3 you can't take it. So, into root 3, rationalize it. You need not even mention. So, don't cancel root 3 and root 3. 24 root 3 divided by 3. Root 3 to root 3 is 3. 3 ones are, 3 8s are. So, height of the tree BD is equal to 8 root 3 meter. Please give the final concluding answer in words. Therefore, height of the tree is 8 root 3 meter. Most of your answers will be in terms of root here, children. You need not convert the root values and write it. Keep it in root only. Majority of the answers will come in terms of root. Okay? Yes, it's time for some homework now. Simple sums. I'll give you the figure for the next 2 sums. You can mark it for a homework. We need to first read, understand, only then it is possible. Third one. A contractor plans to install 2 slides for children to play in a park. For children below age of 5 years, she prefers to have a slide whose top is at the height of, so there are 2 slides according to them, whose top is at the height of, this is the top of the slide. See, this is the slide, okay, and inclined at an angle of 30 degree to the ground. Whereas for elder children, she wants to have a steep slide of height 3 meter, which is inclined to 60 degree to the ground. What should be the length of the slide in each case? Very simple. Mention, let A, B, C, P, Q, R. Let AB and CD be the height of the top of the slide. Then let AC and PR be the slide. Angles of elevation are 30 and 60 degree respectively of both the slides. Find the height. Which formula will you use? you know this 30-degree ratio. So this is opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. So opposite by hypotenuse, sine 30. Same thing here, sine 60. With the help of that, you can find height of individually, two slides differently. Very simple. Mark this for homework. Similar as the fourth one. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower. So this is a tower. This is the top of the tower. Okay, according to them. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower from a point on a ground. From a point on a ground. This point on the ground is how much? From a point on a ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. This is foot of the tower. 30 meter away from the foot of the tower is 30 degree. Find the height of the tower. You have to mention, let AB be the height of the tower, A be the top and B be the foot of the tower. BC is equal to 30, theta is 30 meter, theta is also equal to 30. So this is opposite, this is adjacent and this is hypotenuse. Which trigonometric ratio will help you here? Hypotenuse will not come only. We want to find opposite, adjacent is given. So can I use tan 30? Tan 30 is opposite by adjacent, or cot 30 is adjacent by opposite. Up to you. Use tan or cot ratio. One more I'll give you. Same, these simple figures what are there, I'll be marking. Remaining I'll solve now. A kite is flying. Yes. So whenever we talk about a kite, this should be the figure. A kite is flying. So this is the top of the kite. Always. A kite is flying at the height of 60 meter above the ground. With respect to this, it is flying 60 meter above the ground. Okay. The string is attached to the kite is temporarily tied to the ground here. This is ground. Assuming that there are no knots and slags in between, it is straight, which is quite impossible sometimes, but according to the question. The string attached to the kite is temporarily tied to a point on a ground. The inclination of the string with the ground is 60 degree. Find the length of the string, assuming that there is no slack in the string. Slack is just like a bend or something. Opposite, hypotenuse. This is what we have to find. Adjacent. Which ratio? Sine 60, opposite by hypotenuse, or cosec 60, hypotenuse. Cosec nobody uses here. Go for sine 60. I think that's very simple. Please mention, let ABC. Let BC be the height where the kite is flying 60 meter above the ground. AC be the string of the kite. That's more than enough. Theta is equal to 60 degree. That much if you mention, given it has to be mentioned, then in triangle 90 degree, start with your trigonometric ratio as discussed. Okay. Sixth one will solve now. Today's session will be very simple sums where we usually compare only very few things. Tomorrow's session where we have comparison of two things. Even today we will do that, but not much. You'll understand. A 1.5 meter tall boy. So a boy cannot be 1.5 meter tall. Assume that a 1.5 meter tall boy. So I'll consider let this is PR. Standing at some distance, okay, from a 30 meter tall building. This is how you have to draw the figure. So standing at 30 meter tall building. So building, I'll consider this as AB. A 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from 30 meter tall building. The angle of elevation from his eyes, these are eyes of the boy because he's standing here. The angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building, that means the boy from here is looking at the building, okay, to the top of the building increases from 30 to 60 degree as he walks. Now assume I have to watch here, okay, I am watching. The minute I start walking, my elevation also changes, definitely. Now as you go near, if I am standing far, elevation is different. As you go near, the elevation changes. The elevation becomes like this, but if I am far, the elevation becomes like this. Just try this, practically understood. This is the elevation. As the boy moves further, assume that he came till here, this will be the elevation, right? So as he moves towards the tower, the building elevation increases from 30 degree to 60 degree. Okay, as he walks. Find the distance he walked towards the building. So find the distance he walked towards the building is this distance what we have to find out here. Always when such thing we draw and we form a quadrilateral type of a figure, that's always a rectangle. Why rectangle? See, now this is the point standing perpendicular with respect to the building. If this is 1.5, this also will be 1.5 meter. Then how much will be this? 30 minus 1.5. So this will be 28.5. These, it can be a square also, but usually we consider it as a rectangle because see, all the angles are 90. That is what main important. These two sides are equal. These two are equal. If these two are also equal, well and good. Otherwise, call it as a rectangle. Opposite sides are equal, we can say. I think the figure is very clear. The solution also will be very simple. With respect to the elevation, we will find. But first, we have to write for that. Let PR is equal to 1.5 height of the boy. AB is equal to 30 meter height of the building. That's more than enough, need not write anything. PQ is the distance we have to find, distance walked towards the, it's a tower or building, towards the building. Theta is equal to 30 degree and 60 degree respectively. Okay, then just mention what sides you have written. AC is equal to 30 minus 1.5, that is 28.5 meter. Let's go on considering the triangle part. So first of all, if you have to find this, you need to find the whole, then you have to find the part. Whole minus part will give you this. Okay. First, we'll consider a triangle. This distance what you have to first of all find. This distance is important to find. Then the part distance. In triangle ACQ, angle C is equal to 90 degree. So both the parts are this only. So this is opposite and this is hypotenuse. This is hypotenuse. Adjacent, the whole is adjacent. Okay. So which one you have to find now? You know opposite, hypotenuse. Sine ratio we will find with respect to this. No, before you find the hypotenuse, first we have to find this part here. Hypotenuse will keep it. Hypotenuse is nowhere required. We are not supposed to find only. I mean, we don't want to find that elevation part. We only want to find the adjacent. So opposite by adjacent will give you what? Tan. Tan 60 is equal to opposite by adjacent. Opposite is what here? AC. Adjacent with respect to tan 60 is QC. So tan 60 is root 3. Opposite is 28.5 divided by QC as it is. QC is equal to 28.5 divided by root 3 meter. Keep this as it is, children. Next we will take which triangle? Tan 30 I want to know. In triangle APC, angle C is equal to 90 degree. Tan 30 is equal to AC upon PC. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. AC is how much? 28.5. PC as it is. The whole. Cross multiply. PC is equal to 28.5 root 3. Right? Meter. Now, the distance how much the boy walked is PQ. PQ is equal to whole PC minus QC. PC is how much? 28.5 root 3 minus 28.5 divided by root 3. Take root 3 LCM. So 28.5 into 3 minus 28.5 root 3. This is what you get here. So 5 3s are 15, 3 8s are 24, 25, 3 2s are 6, 75.5 minus 28.5. So divided by root 3. So you will get this as here. How much when you cancel this? 57.0 divided by root 3. Rationalize. 57 root 3 divided by 3. 3 1s are 3, 3 9s are 27 root 3 meter. The distance the boy walked towards the building is, give the concluding answer. The distance the boy walked towards the building is 19 root 3 meter. This is how we are supposed to solve it. Very clear? As I have told, answers will be in root 3. So always do not do anything with the answers what you get root 3 here. Final answer you can actually do it. And the last sum for today's session, children, because you need to first understand what is this. If I go on solving today, you will have to know. First practice these sums thoroughly. Homeworks are given, do that, and then we'll move to the next one. Last sum for the day, 7th one. The main is figure. You draw correctly, mark correctly, your solution will automatically come. However difficult the question is to read, understand. But once you draw that, your solution is simple. But the main thing is in drawing. From a point on a ground, the angle of elevation of a bottom and top of a transmission tower fixed at the 20-meter high building. So that means first I have to draw a building. This is a building which is 20-meter high. Now this is a top of a building. Now on this building, what is fixed? A transmission tower is fixed, right? So let AB is the building, AC is the transmission tower. Transmission tower is always on top of the building, fixed on top of the building. Now read again. From the point on the ground, okay, this is the ground point. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevations of the bottom and top of the transmission tower. This is the bottom of the transmission tower. And this is the top of the transmission tower, correct? The angle of elevations of the bottom and top of the transmission tower of a top of a 20-meter high building are, from here if I look at the bottom of the transmission tower, I will get the angle of elevation as 45. From here if I look at the top of the transmission tower, the angle of elevation what I get here as 60 degree. Find the height of the tower. Height of the tower what I have to find, that is AC I have to find here. H I will write, right? So what you will write first of all, let AB is equal to 20 meter, which is nothing but height of the building. AC is equal to H is equal to height of the tower. Then I will just write theta as 45 and 60 degree respectively. Understood? Okay. Okay. Now we have to find it here. Both are there. So this is opposite. Now this is adjacent and this is hypotenuse. Just mention it. Everything is in opposite only. So hypotenuse is nowhere in the picture. Use tan ratio. Remember, whenever you have, now two triangles are there, one whole triangle, one part triangle. Which triangle to use first? Any triangle you can use. You can use tan 60 or tan 45. But always remember, the hint is wherever you have a 45 degree angle and you are using tan theta there, tan ratio you are using, use 45 first. Use 45 ratio first in which the triangle is there. I mean, use 45 ratio triangle in which 45 is there, right? So this is a triangle where 45 is there. I'll touch that triangle first. No wrong if I use tan 60 triangle, bigger one also, but make use of 45 degree first and then the any other degree. In triangle A, okay, D will mark. A, D, B. Angle B is equal to 90 degree. Tan 45 is equal to opposite upon adjacent. Opposite is AB upon BD. Tan 45 is 1. That is why we want this. Opposite. Opposite is what? 20. Adjacent is what? BD. Therefore, BD is equal to 20 meter. Done. Again, next triangle now. You have to do this one below the other. Okay. In triangle BCD, angle B is equal to 90 degree. Tan 60 is equal to BC upon BD. Opposite upon adjacent. BC upon BD. Tan 60 is root 3. BC is what? BC is written as 20 plus H. 20 plus H. Divided by BD is already found out 20. Don't cancel 20 and 20. H is there here. 20 root 3 is equal to 20 plus H. H is equal to 20 root 3 minus 20. H is equal to 20 common root 3 minus 1 meter is the answer. They have only asked you height of the tower. They have not asked you height of the building. This is the answer. You can also keep this as a final answer in terms of meter. Take common. Now from here there are many sums where we just take common and we arrive at the final answer. This is the final answer, children. So with this we complete today's session. I want you all to practice this sums more and more with the homework also what I have given, so that our tomorrow's session will become very easy. Thank you.